So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. Action has already takes a shot, and the keeper couldn't hold it. He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't.
Marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It's a pretty loose pass. Upamecano. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Great ball, and he's in here. Chance! And one more try! He's got a goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails, most definitely.
Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. He's in space and looking for and a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid have their second corner now. Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Conte. Looking for the run. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rodrigo. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. He shifted it to the flank. He has found the way through. Skims one in. Well timed, excellent interception. Camavinga. Now it's Thuram. Alexander-Arnold. It's a good spell of possession, this. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross into the box. He's going for goal! There was plenty of power on that. Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's Brahim Diaz. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo picks it up out wide. Showing good feet. Another chance from a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And that is expertly dealt with. Thuram. .15 minutes till half-time. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's a promising position. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Tchouaméni. Eder Militao. Valverde does really well to win the ball there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vinicius Junior. Can he get it through? Vinicius Junior.
Such good technique.
Oh, good take in a good area. Big chance! Hernandez with the clearance. That has been cut short. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And it's Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. Tchouaméni. And Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Rudiger. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mbappe. And it's Conte. Dembele in acres of space out. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Madrid get the ball rolling for the second period. Look at the space here. Shot a goal! And that was very necessary. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior goes for a shot! It's in!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Madrid take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez gets across to intercept that.
This is the time you need that pace.
Brahim Diaz. Here's Tchouaméni. Koundé wins the duel this time. Now it's Kante. Oh, that's delightful. Dembele is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, they are still trailing and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Alexander-Arnold. Foot in. He is through here. Strong running down that left flank. Not the most accurate pass. There's the shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. France with this to level it up. And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Lasciano il campo per
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
So their fourth corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold with the short one.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And here's Bellingham. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Deftly away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Koundé, too strong for his opponent there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Bellingham gets into a good position. Arda Güler, and he was alert to it. That's really well cleared. And it's Bellingham. And he's chosen to go back. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. He's in a great position here. And he's in on goal. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Colomwani receives it in a wide position.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Bellingham. Güler. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero
Oh, the count is
25.
rising. That's
Numero
6.
10. Numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 26. Il numero 24. Il numero 15.
Koundé clears it away. France are looking to go forward now. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. Threads one in. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Gets into some space. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that's superb. And they've got rid.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Can he finish? Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
France could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very...
And that will be the final act. France have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction, and an absolutely terrific win.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Promising position. Over to the left. So what can they make of this? Looking for options for movement. And that is a little undercooked. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy.
Bellingham! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective...
Shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Zaire Emery. Mbappe. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And the counter is on. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Rodrigo. Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And he's in on goal. He's in a great position here. And a chance! It's anyone's ball now. Cleared without complication. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's
Vinicius Junior! Oh, that was no routine save.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Conte. That's tidy. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, such a clever touch. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they... And the finish! Gorgeous from Thuram. A finish of true class. France are back on level terms. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's a shade optimistic. Thuram is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now this could be a chance. Zaire Emery. Now Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. No luck with that dink over the top. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bellingham, and he's worked it through, and he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot! Has another go! Sticks it away! And they get themselves in front! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. Decent chance! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Looking for the run. Thuram is in a really good position out wide. Goes for a shot! And the referee brings the first half to a close. France are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Madrid get the second half going. Rodrigo, Mbappe, they're urging him to shoot. Oh, important interception. Conte, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Thuram. Mbappe, oh, good take in a good area. Valverde. Chouameni. Oh, it's Dembele. And he won't reach that. Chouameni. Bellingham. Chouameni. Mbappe. Dink through. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Foot in. Koundé. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Chouameni. Oh, this looks sharp. Shot, surely! And again! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 12. Cambio di giocatori.
Alexander-Arnold. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Kante goes on a run down the left wing. Stood up well to him there. And it's Conte. Now it's Mbappe. And the cross comes in. Harrison gets rid without sophistication. Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. Searching pass he's played there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Vinicius Junior could try cutting inside here. Takes a shot! It's in! And they've got their lead back. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 25.
France making another change here.
Lasciano il campo
Madrid go into the lead.
Il numero 26.
Now it's Goulet. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Look at the space here. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ambitious ball here. Good read, needed to be.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Olise. He's a sharp little ball here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Hernandez. Thuram. Camavinga. Koundé spots it and intercepts. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe! Chance for a shot! And it's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Mbappe! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And now he has 2. France complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Good ball, good take. Oh, that was vital. And he's managed to get rid. Threads one in. He has a look up. And it's made its way to him. And he's gone looking for safety. And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. And as you can see, we've already started here. Forwards and with intent. Oh, it's Dembele. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That is a great pick out. Bellingham is flagged offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Valverde. picked out, he's having a shot! And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. And he's gone backward here. Oh, super ball! Can he finish? Oh, in he goes again! And he's done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Vinicius Junior. Mignon claims comfortably. Conte. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Tries to pass it through. And it's Tchouaméni. Eder Militao.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Drilled in low. And it's claimed by the keeper. Conte. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Bellingham. He's gone for goal! He's got away with one there. It's their second corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Hit into the middle. He gets big! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Madrid are now luxuriating. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 7.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Spread out to the left. Bellingham. Oh, that was vital. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Thuram. And this is Rabiot. Great ball, and he's in here. And he shoots! Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Nicely spread. Rabiot. Mbappe. France are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Now it's Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's through here. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Eder Militao. France are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now it's come to nothing. Upamecano. Mbappe. Saliba makes the interception. And here's Rodrigo. Mbappe. He's on it. Can he get away? No way through. Goes for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Can he get it through? Spread neatly. That's Valverde. Nice interception, well timed. Rabiot.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a cute ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe! And that has been cleared. Oh, what has happened? Oh, shooting chance! And the first half is done. Reflections on the first half?
France are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
This looks promising. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
A case now of complete control. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front. Tries a shot! It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe is onto this. Decent chance! Not out the best in the keeper.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Sostituzione per la Francia.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Numero 15. Attenzione alla sostituzione.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Camavinga. France will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Rabiot. Good ball, good take. Nice looking ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Camavinga. Could be danger here. He's picked his way through. Brahim Diaz. It's Vinicius Junior. And he was quick to react. Fofana. Mbappe. Fofana. No, again there's no way through. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. He's tried one! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Brahim Diaz gets flagged offside. And it's Hernandez. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's tidy. Now it's Rabiot. Nicely shaped ball. That's beautifully weighted. That's very neat. Koundé gets a foot in here. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Fofana. Showing good feet. It's a pretty loose pass. And they can counter here. Brahim Diaz. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Strong running down that left flank. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Goulet. Brahim Diaz. And it's made its way to him. Konate. Hernandez. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Fofana. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. Alaba. Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. And he was alert to it. Rabiot. And we're done. France cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong in the central defensive position, and he is living up to that now.
Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Upamecano, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Fires it in low. Mbappe. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's there to get it away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's picked it up out wide.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Koundé is the guilty party there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Valverde. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. He can get that clear. Now that's well seen too. Quality ball. Valverde.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
Can he finish? He's delivered all right. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Hoisted in, he's got full. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Rudiger. Now, can they get him away? Valverde. Vinicius Junior.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Rodrigo. He's in space and looking for options. Bullish header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Bellingham. And it's Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior. Conte.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's cut it out.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quick.
Chance for a shot! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Chouameni. It's Bellingham. He's looking wide, and it's Bellingham. Knocks it into space. And that's been drilled in. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time. And now he has two. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, easy pickings there. Turan looking to run onto it. Courtois gets rid without sophistication. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. So off we go once more.
France really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Mbappe. Spread out to the left. Showing great feet there. Incoming delivery. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Now it's Rodrigo. He's having a shot! In for the pieces! It's there! Just cruising! They are cruising! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Mbappe! Ah, such a clever touch. Mbappe! It's their second corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. No way through, so back it comes. Good ball, shapes to shoot! It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Madrid are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Signore e signori, preparate I biglietti. È ora di annunciare I vincitori dell'estrazione di oggi.